I just wanted to follow up a little bit. Senator Funke had talked about parole issues, and he listed off a number of different situations of individuals who had recommitted while on parole. And I had, myself, one of those types of situations in my district, a recent parolee who broke into a home. The people were away, but he happened on a mother and her daughter who were there to feed the cat, and they ended up losing their lives in that incident and whatever. So all of us, I think, have some of those things. And the issue of parolees, obviously it's an opportunity for individuals to find their way back into society, but it doesn't always work. And I think back to Assemblyman Lawrence's question around that, or Senator Funke's question about Assemblyman Lawrence's legislation, the one thing of making information, right now police officers stop individuals for whatever, to check. They can tell that a person's on parole, but they have no information about the conditions of the parole. And so if the individual, by their activity at that moment, is violating the parole, they would have no way of knowing that. And so then it goes through a process of letting the parole officer know that that's happened, and then through a process of trying to figure out what happened. Certainly for those who might offend quickly after they've been released but may have violated in some way before, his proposal would try to make that information available to police and also give police the opportunity, empower them to do something then, as opposed to having to take several days or time down down the road of dealing with this. And so I think the question, I know you said if the person has been an absconder or had a problem, obviously they can tell, they can be a help. This would be a way of strengthening that, and I just go back to that of saying, I welcome a comment on it, or just a willingness to work with us and looking at it. If we can strengthen parole in this way, I think it makes the community safer, makes parole work better for those who are going to follow the conditions of it.
Well, we value all of the working relationships we have with local law enforcement, so we're always willing to share as much information as possible. With respect to the specific legislative proposal or concept, we follow a protocol where we submit any feedback, thoughts to our Governor's Council's office, but we don't independently provide comments or suggestions on the substance or well-thought-outness of a particular proposal.
Understood. I just think it could end up making your job and better and easier and have us working better together. Thank you.